Salem's Lot has made its debut on Max, and it's a tight horror flick that manages to shine thanks to some strong performances and smart stylistic decisions. Salem's Lot is definitely one of Stephen King's standout novels, and while Tobe Hooper's 1979 TV miniseries has its ups and downs, it includes a chilling scene where a young vampire tries to sneak into a friend's house through a second-floor window. Truly nightmare fuel. Gary Dauberman's new movie adaptation revisits that memorable moment, but it doesn't quite capture the same creepy vibe that made it so memorable. Still, in many other ways, his film sticks closely to the source material and delivers a solid thriller, even if it's not packed with scares. It's polished and has an unsettling atmosphere. The main vampire in this story, a bald guy named Kurt Barlow, played by Alexander Ward, is more reminiscent of Count Orlok from Nosferatu than the classic Dracula. This hints that we're looking at a modern twist on the miniseries rather than a direct nod to the original, where Stephen King seemed to have Bram Stoker's clever shapeshifter in mind. Another clear indicator is the recognizable outline of the Marston house, the creepy Victorian mansion that Barlow's right-hand man, Richard Straker, Pilu Asbeck, has taken over. It's the perfect setting for Barlow's scheme, turning every single person in Jerusalem's Lot into vampires just like him. In the fall of 1975, writer Ben Mears, Lewis Pullman, makes his way back to his childhood town in rural Maine, hoping to find some inspiration in the quiet surroundings. His earlier works have faced harsh criticism, and it seems like his publishers are starting to lose their patience with him. Ben spends a lot of time at the local library, where his research and presence become the hot topic among the townsfolk. He catches the attention of Susan Norton, Mackenzie Lee, a budding real estate agent, and they quickly develop a friendly bond that eventually turns romantic. Just as Ben starts to feel at home and ease the locals' suspicions, a boy, Cade Woodward, goes missing, and another, Nicholas Cravetti, is found dead. People start to wonder if this newcomer, quiet, odd, and from the city, might be connected to the unsettling events. Dauberman, famous for his work in the Conjuring universe with films like Annabelle, Creation, and Annabelle Comes Home, along with casting director Rich Delia, makes some interesting choices that add depth to King's story. One standout decision is making Mark, Jordan Preston Carter, the bold new kid who sparks both admiration and doubt among his peers, black. However, Dauberman's script doesn't fully explore how Mark's race plays into the dynamics of this predominantly white, seemingly conservative community. Ben and Mark, being relatively new to this tight-knit community filled with suspicious cops and chatty locals, find themselves in the same boat as outsiders. Their paths cross when the boys Mark considered friends suddenly go missing. Mark quickly figures out that vampires are responsible for his friends going missing. To protect the community, he teams up with the adults in his life, like Ben, Susan, English teacher Mr. Burke, Bill Camp, and Dr. Cody, Alfred Woodard. The action scenes are packed with exciting moments, some of which are more comedic than others, making Salem's Lot a fun watch with friends. The bond between Ben and Mark is at the heart of the story, and both Carter and Pullman do a great job showing how their characters, connected by some heavy experiences, start to care for one another. However, their characters feel a bit underdeveloped, making it hard to really get invested in their journey. One of the challenges with this new Salem's Lot is where Dauberman decides to put his focus during the short runtime. Coming in at just under 2 hours, it can feel a bit short compared to Hopper's 1979 film or Mikael Salomon's 2004 miniseries. This isn't exactly how King penned it, but Salem's Lot takes its own path, delivering a thrilling journey through the core elements of the story, its characters, and key plot points. It focuses on establishing its unique vibe and raising the stakes, finding clever ways to keep things intense. It's a blast in its own right, and honestly, that's what counts the most.